Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this one. I'm going to talk about the soccer anime that's been recently airing. It's also really weird, we're about to get like 4 soccer anime. But this is the only one I've been watching and keeping up with. Ashito or something like that is what it's called. Aoi's the main character, and he played like he was an attacker, or like he was a person who scored goals and stuff, and then he got put back in defense, and he had to relearn how to play soccer because he got put back in defense for being too slow, which is interesting because just imagine having to relearn soccer, basically, because relearn how you play soccer. And the reason you play soccer is to score goals, but now you gotta defend and make sure the opponents don't score goals, which is an interesting premise because it's like his mind was always wired, how can I score this goal? And then he had to learn, how can I make the team score a goal? And then he went from that to, how can I have to watch everybody and play defense and make sure they don't score goals. Like, I don't think he gets the credit he deserves for the skills that he's learned in such a short amount of time. A very, very short amount of time. He's learned several skills. He's improved faster than anyone else has improved, just so he can reach his dream one day. He is the backbone of his team. And I know he has the eye thing where he can like see the whole entire thing from like a hawk's vision. And he has the 2 girls that fucking watch him and simp over him. And every play he does, there's 2 outcomes in his head, and it's, how can I score this goal? Now he plays defense, obviously. Now that he plays defense, and now he could use that ability to see where everyone is because his field of vision is. They like to emphasize this in the show, that his field of vision is far superior than any normal person. He knows where everyone is at all times. Now imagine he could have that ability on throughout an entire game. If he could have that ability on throughout an entire game, he could control the offense, the defense, because he would see things that other people wouldn't see. And that's what makes him a good defender. He will run the offense because he'll be the defense, because when they get the ball, they'll pass it to him and he'll set up the defense or offense, which is insane. Insane. And he's also trained harder than anyone else on the team. He trains twice. They have their practice and then he trains after it, which some people could say is bad, but also like when you love a sport and the only thing in your mind that you want is to go pro in the sport, that's all you're going to do is try. Because if you don't try that hard and you don't succeed in the way you want to succeed, it's going to destroy you. And he is doing everything. He's learning everything to get where he goes. And the coach says the only way you're going to go where you want to go is if you play defense and you're this position. And he's finally getting to the point in the show where he's accepting the fact that he's a defender. Because his main thing in soccer for him is scoring goals. That's all he wants to do is score goals. But he can score goals as a defender too. He can set people up. He can make plays. He can do all that stuff as a defender. And people are probably like, oh, defense is boring. Yes, defense is not the most like exciting all the time because you're back, but your field of view is completely different from way back there than it is up there. And your focus is on, you can focus on what's going on in the game and you can follow the ball and see what's going on. You can't stop every goal, and it's not his objective to stop every goal. His 2 people that he's like plays defense with are better at being defenders than he is because they've done it longer. They've honed their skills. They're amazing. But Aoi gets good at everything he does. When he trains and trains and trains and works, he works until he's good at something. He has a lot of flaws, yes, but he is working to overcome those flaws. He's working to get better at the sport that he's in love with so he can do what he wants to do. And that is progress. He's made loads and loads of progress that people wouldn't give him credit for. And he's outplaying a lot of people that he wouldn't have outplayed. Did he deserve the spot he got? Yes, because he got the spot. That's what people don't understand, is he got the spot because the coach saw the potential in him. And they gave him it. And it helped his whole family. And I obviously think there's one girl that's going to be his girlfriend, even though there's two that are simping for him. It's because he plays a different kind of soccer than everyone else. He makes miracles on the field happen. And he shows glimpses of superstar potential because he sees what's going to happen. It's like Future Sight in One Piece, but on a different level in soccer. And I'm really excited to watch the new soccer anime that's coming out. It's like Blue Lock or something like that. These soccer anime make me want to play soccer, and I think soccer is one of the most boring sports. Golf is the most boring sport, if you ask me. I think it goes golf then soccer, or football, as people call it. It's just an interesting way to learn about soccer. And it's an interesting way to watch a sport like this and see, like, this is good writing because he's had good character development that I don't think people will give him credit for. And he's done things that I don't think people would do. People would not try as hard as him. You could tell because the people on his team don't try as hard as him. He might not be the smartest. He might not be the best soccer player on the team. He's not. There's just tons of people on the team that are smarter than him, that do more for the team than him. Like, know how to do more for the team. They don't do more for the team, in my opinion. He's not the best defender, but he's working on it. He's studying people above him. He's taking in skills from people above him. He started looking everywhere, constantly. That was a skill he took up, which will improve his game massively, because then he'll see people. He is on a different level, in my opinion. By the end of the series, there's no way he's not a pro. And I know that's the whole goal and whatever, but, like, he's going to be doing shit that, like, he's going to be one of the best soccer players ever in Japan. One of the best soccer players ever. And he's getting coached, in my opinion, pretty well. But I feel like they're not telling him enough. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But when they told him he wasn't going to be an attacker anymore, it destroyed him. It wrecked him completely. He was a soul of a man. And I think that's good writing. I think that's incredible writing. Because he had to think about it. And he, like, is helping his parent, or his mom helped him, even though they're kind of poor. And, like, he still thinks about his old teammates, even though they're obviously not as good as his current teammates. And he's done so much in every game they played. Yes, he hasn't scored every single goal. And he has these glimpses, I tell you, they're incredible. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.